A hole. Now that it is time to test your bonds with your friends. The time to don and your bond with your friends will be displayed. If your bond increases, you can move large debris. So work hard to end this killing game before dawn breaks. What does that even mean?
What? There's stairs too.
There's a staircase. Why is there a staircase here? Was this staircase supposed to be unlocked by a mysterious item? There must be clues here. I have to investigate. So these are the debris, I mean. I know it's kind of like some sort of completely different game. It's broken, but from this door, this must be an ultimate lab. It isn't open, but there's only one ultimate lab left. It's Kokichi's lab, the ultimate supreme leader's lab. This door isn't supposed to be open, per the rules, blah blah blah. But Kiba's explosives broke the door. I should be able to get inside. I have to go inside. So this is Kokichi's lab. It certainly does have that evil organization feel, but there's nothing that would identify the remnants of despair. Let's show him. Okay, yeah. At that time, Kaito was in the exile, but it didn't seem like he knew anything about the remnants of despair. Kokichi and Kaito weren't there when we used the flashback light. But even without that memory, the truth is the same. If this lab was made for Kokichi, there should be some link to the remnants. Perhaps it's hidden somewhere. I should investigate thoroughly. Central chair. Cliche. Supercar. A supercar. Is this the kind of thing that members of the evil organization drive? This is more like a child's idea of what an evil organization would have. Shelf. Nothing particularly interesting. What about all this stuff? This doesn't seem like something the remnants of despair would use. Helicopter. Emblem. But do the remnants of despair put up emblems? Is that everything? Nope, that's not everything. Book. That's what I was trying to find. There's the collection files, Hope's Peak Academy. And inside, information on Hope's Peak Academy, Future Foundation, and the Remnants of Despair. This is a history of the battle between hope and despair. But we've already remembered all this. We know this information. I don't suppose it'd make for a particularly useful clue. I don't suppose. No, something's not right. Something is off. Because the things written in this book...
Got a minute?
Do you really have time to read a book? I flinched in surprise as Maki peeked out the thick book in my hands. The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy. What's the point in reading this now?
No.
Yes, I thought that as well.
Hey,
This is the perfect timing. Will you come with me?
Huh?
For what?
is that all right?
I need you to tell me everything you remember about the history of Hope's Peak
Why?
Academy.
That's...
I need to check something important. I don't really understand, but I suppose I just need to talk about it, right? She gave me a big, almost theatrical sigh, and then started speaking in bored narration.
It all began at Hope's Peak Academy. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The world was plunged into ruin, and humanity into the depths of despair. This tragic event was caused by a lone high school girl. The ultimate despair. In order to fulfill her plans to plunge humanity and the world, she organized the killing game of Hope's Peak Academy. Trapped by the ultimate despair, the 78th class was forced to participate in the killing game. But in the end, Junko Enoshima died at the hands of the very killing game she masterminded. With her death, the despair outbreaks ended, and the world slowly began to recover. But the remnants of despair continued to carry out Junko's legacy of despair. The Future Foundation was established to fight against them, and until one day...
The meteorites, right? You can skip that part. Is that all right?
Do you remember anything about the new Hope's Peak Academy? As for Hope's Peak Academy,
It was later rebuilt by former members of the Future Foundation and resumed operations. They continued to scout students who possessed ultimate level talent, and that's all we know.
this doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Because what Maki just told me is exactly what I remember. Then what is written in the book, are these just lies? Or are they? I turned to one of the pages almost without thinking.
What's wrong?
No.
It's just the afterword written on the last page. It says that these documents were collected by several esteemed researchers. This is the most thorough, accurate book written on the subject. Well, it says it's the complete history. So what's the problem? The problem is, if this is true, then our memories are fake.
Yeah.
We can't ignore these inconsistencies. I should investigate more. In order to investigate this, I need to know more about Kokichi. I found this in his lab. After all,
Hey,
I think I'm going to go to Kokichi's room now. Why Kokichi's room? I have to verify something. I have to determine which things he said were the truth and which were lies, including if he really was a remnant of despair. No, there's no doubt that he was a remnant of despair, because in that memory,
Okay.
well, whatever. If that's what you want to do, then I won't stop you.
thank you.
I never would have imagined this. That Kokichi's lie might be the breakthrough we need to find the truth. What is going on? What is this? What's happening? Oh, the flashback light is finally taking effect.
Hey, what's
Hello. Are you one of the chosen?
Gopher Project?
I saw you on a flyer.
That's the Remnants of Despair's doing. Gopher Project participants are classified.
Are you one of them? I'm really good at remember.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Just a case of mistaken identity, I'm afraid. They're all students from Hope's Peak Academy, aren't they? I'm just a normal high school student. I don't have any special talent.
I see. But you look just like him.
Don't worry about that. Hey, listen, should you really be outside right now?
I'm not scared of them because my dad told me the Future Foundation will take care of those if the Gopher Project succeeds, then the meteorites won't fall.
No, I've heard the Gopher Project doesn't exist to save them. Have you heard the rumor? All the participants died in an accident.
You're wrong. They didn't die.
How would you know that?
Because those people are the heroes that will save the world.
The Gopher Project wasn't created as... Never mind.
Heroes don't die. Heroes don't. That's why they're still alive. Because they...
Heroes?
That was a memory, right?
No.
It's from the flashback light. This flashback light has a special effect.
Is this?
Okay.
That must have been the flashback light. The one that Monokuma used after Kaita's trial.
Hey,
What do you remember? What did you remember? That memory was from when I tried to get away from the Gopher Project and threw away my
oh
talent.
yeah.
I remember the same thing. But why? Why did Monokuma give us that memory? And why will we experience another flashback like the one we just saw? I don't know, but I can't hesitate now.
Hey!
Maki, let's focus on the investigation. There are a lot of things we need to check.
Well,
You're heading to Kokichi room, right? Then I'll go with you. You will?
Because
Something about him concerns me. That's why I want to check. So, she looks worried. Did that flashback?
you want to die.
No, nothing. Let's go. A hero, huh? You have increased your bond. You can move more debris than before. Hey, don't mess with that. What? Oh. So debris got in my way. So if I turned around, I probably would have noticed that. Which one's his room again? That one. His room's a mess.
Junk.
So this is Kokichi's room. I don't know where he got all this stuff, but he hoarded a lot of things. It's unsettling, but we should investigate it. By investigating this room, we might learn more about Kokichi. Kokichi said that he was the leader of an organization opposed to the Gopher Project. In that effort, he tried to take the position of the mastermind. The flashback light helped us remember that. That organization, the Remnants of Despair. Kokichi was the leader of the Remnants of Despair. But is that the real truth? I feel as though there might be a lie in there. Boxes of documents. These look like blueprints. Blueprints.
Stupid. Well,
Wonder if the electro hammer and electro bomb blueprints are here.
I understand.
That's... Remember,
He could have prepared a few fake blueprints.
you're right.
Then,
Huh? Thank you.
okay.
Look at the board.
It doesn't let me.
Oh.
Collected evidence. This is the hidden camera I set up in the library. This is the inner tube that was floating in the pool. And this is the book from the caged child. No, it's pointless to try blah blah blah. Is that everything? What is that? Cubs pad? The mono Cubs pad. During Kirumi's case. But the motive videos were switched up and we each got someone else's video.
That's true.
I don't believe this motive video is Koichi's.
No.
No, we should check. I want to know what he knew. It would explain his actions.
All right! Back by popular demand, who's the most important person in your life?
What? Kokichi's...
Kokichi Oma, the ultimate supreme leader. He caused mayhem the world over as the leader of the secret organization, DICE. And by mayhem, I mean petty nonviolent crimes and harmless pranks. Anyway, Kokichi had 10 loyal goons working for him. These goons were like friends and family. the most important people in his life. But then, a terrible event befell those precious people. What kind of event? It's a secret.
No.
So this was Kokichi's motive video.
Why?
Why did he have his own motive video? Did he exchange it with someone else?
No.
Or maybe he was given his own motive video from the start?
I
Like
see.
Kurumi? So Kurumi wasn't the only one who got their own motive video. Well, either way, it doesn't matter anymore. That is true, but the content of that motive video is disconcerting. It's inconsistent with the information we already know about Kokichi. But what can I deduce from that? That he's not a remnant of despair. I never thought that a motive video would be a concern now. Kokichi gathering all those pieces of evidence was coincidence, right? I don't want to see the motive video again. I wanted to know what was with the head. I guess the head doesn't matter. I guess the only thing I can do is talk to her.
Hey,
Wanted to ask you something. What is it, Maki? Kaito believed Kokichi. He believed that someone's watching this killing game.
what do you mean?
What do you think? Kokichi doesn't have a compelling point. This killing game only makes sense if there's an audience. Why else would there be all these rules designed to make it more interesting?
Cuz.
It's just like Junko Enoshima's killing game from the past. Onokuma is particularly strict about upholding the rules and livening up the killing game. Is it because someone's watching, but we're all that's left of humanity, aren't we?
I don't understand.
Even if we did say it was to show someone, no one else is alive anywhere else, right? I wonder if someone really did infiltrate this place. That is a mystery, but all mysteries concealed some truth. There's still a truth to find in this killing game. Whether that truth is hope or despair is another matter entirely. That covers just about everything in Kokichi's room.
Hey,
If you're done, you can leave. I'm going to check the blueprints, but
guys.
we rely on you the most, especially in this situation. After all, you're Kaito's psychic.
Well,
But before you go, I found something strange that I want you to look at. This isn't a will. Is this a real will?
is this?
I think it is a real will, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's fake. He was a liar after all. But if it is real, why did he leave it? He left us this information in case his plan failed. He did? I don't think he would do something like that. Well, we should look inside, then we'll know more. When I opened the envelope, small pieces of paper fell out. A second message. The wall next to the boiler. That's all? It's probably another one of his horrible pranks. I'm not sure about that.
But
I should investigate just in case. It might be an important clue.
Okay.
Do what you want. Just don't waste any time. It'll be dawn before you know it. I should head to the boiler in the garden. Where's the garden?
Don't know. Was it where all those flowers were?
Do you mean over here?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, I can't go that way, so no.
Maybe.
Maybe the backyard? Or the... where they usually go to escape?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hidden Monokuma. I was like, what in the world is that thing? Why can't I click on it? Ah, there we go.
Oh yeah, that'd be where the boiler is.
It says backyard, so I guess this is what he meant. Yeah, this is definitely what he meant. The wall next to the boiler. What could it be? Perhaps it's just a prank? Right there. Around here? This area used to be covered in grass. It's been completely removed. It shouldn't be hard to find it now. I let out a gasp when I saw it. Twins B. Is this the second message? What could this possibly mean? If it was written by Kokichi, like the other message, are they meant to be read together?
Then
But if this is incomplete, what was Kokichi trying to do by telling us? Again? Shuichi Saihara, do you have your ultimate memory back?
yes.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I want you to ask you to please cooperate with the Gopher Project. I do not feel bad about this. I know how much you all wanted to run, even if it meant you no longer being ultimates. Those of you who have to live on like this might be the real victims here. But the only people who can go through this with this project are you 16 who haven't been infected. The fate of humanity rests on your shoulders.
What's the point? Even if this ridiculous mission is a success and we all survive, what's the point? Why try so hard to save the sea? I don't understand.
Perhaps you'll be the ones who will create that point. It's true that the situation you're all being forced into is harsh. So harsh that you think it'd be better to just die. But I still want you all to live. For those of us who want to live but can't, you 16 who can live are hope itself. So please, I don't want to see you give up hope. I want you to keep hope alive. My head. I remembered something again. We were at Hope's Peak, and we participated in the Gopher Project. At that moment, I heard something crumbling above me.
Are you alright?
Shuichi, what's wrong? Are you alright?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm sorry, I experienced a sudden flashback and my hand slipped. Did you remember too, Kibo? Yes, we were at Hope's Peak Academy about to sign on for the Gopher Project. What is Monokuma thinking, having us remember that now? He's probably trying to make us feel despair again. Despair. No, but these memories,